Look, if you think starting some fancy, trendy business like dropshipping or day trading is gonna make you a lot of money, stop. These businesses have a very low success rate. Yes, there are people online who will show you that they're making millions of dollars doing it, but that's 1 out of 1,000,000 people. Here's my suggestion. Don't just look at a few people who made it. Look at all the people combined and see who made it and who didn't. Me personally, I've tried a lot of different businesses, anywhere from a gym to real estate to a logistics company to other service businesses, and I've made millions of dollars doing it. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the top 4 boring businesses that have a much higher success rate than any fancy, trendy business that you're gonna see online. Stick around and let's see what they are. All right, in each one of these businesses that I list, I'm gonna give you 3 criteria. Number 1 is, why does it have a high success rate? How can I start it? And what tools do I need to get started? Number 1 boring business that I would start, and I have, is a laundromat. The reason that this business is a success is that it has a reoccurring demand. People need to wash their clothes, not just one time, but over and over again throughout the weeks. The second reason why laundromats rock is the low labor cost. If you want to have a fold and wash service to where someone comes in, they give you the clothes, you wash them, you fold them, and you have an employee doing that, then your labor costs are gonna be a little bit higher. But if you wanna have a laundromat like I did, to where they come in, they swipe their card or they put in the money, they put the clothes in, they go shop at Ridley's or Walmart or wherever for a few minutes, and then they come back, put them in a dryer, and then wait for them to dry and they go away, then your labor cost is basically 0. You have to have security cameras, you have to have a coin machine, you have to make sure that somebody takes the money out at night. But at the end of the day, the low labor cost is one of the main reasons why laundromats rock so much. And the final reason is stable cash flow. Once systems are in place. Once you have your card readers set up, you have a good coin machine that doesn't break down, and you have somebody to take out the money, or somebody who is folding and washing other people's clothing, it runs like clockwork and it does an amazing job. How can someone learn the laundromat business? First place I would look is YouTube. There are millions of people on YouTube who own a laundromat business that are teaching others how to own a laundromat business. The second way, and the way that I did it, is you can buy an already existing laundromat business, and in the contract before you buy it, have the owner stick around for the next couple of weeks before he goes away, and he teaches you the in and outs of how to reset the dryers, how to make sure the washers are working properly, what to do if someone fills it up too much with soap. There's a ton of things that could go wrong, but there's simple stuff that you can learn from someone who's been there and done that. And finally, just do research online. At the end of the day, boring businesses rock like a laundromat because anybody can learn it. It doesn't take a mathematician or a genius like Elon Musk to figure out how to run a laundromat. It makes money, it's stable income, and anybody can figure it out. What tools are needed to start a laundromat? First things first, you're gonna need commercial washers and dryers. That's an absolute must, right? The second thing is you need real estate. Find a place to where you can put the commercial washers and dryers, but it can't just be any place. You have to find a place that has high traffic, and then it has to have a low income population. If you put it in a place where there's high income and everybody has their own washers and dryers, then you will only get people that come in to wash their camping equipment or to wash their dog stuff every now and then. Find a place that has high traffic, low income in order to place your laundromat. The third thing that you're gonna need are change machines, security systems, and vending machines. Vending machines you'll need to have to keep people entertained while they're sitting there waiting for their clothes. Some people don't like to leave their clothes unattended, and if you have beverages, if you have candy, if you have chips, stuff like that, they will sell and people will appreciate it very much. Coin machines are a must. People need to trade their dollars for coins. You'd think that most people would use their cards, but a lot of people still use coins. And then also a really good security system. So remember how I told you that you need to put the laundromat in a low income area? Well, low income areas usually come with crime. People are gonna wanna break in, they're gonna steal your crap, especially the coin machine, because they think there's money in it. That's why you gotta take the money out every night. So make sure you have a really good security system in place. The third thing that you're gonna need to start your laundromat is a change machine, vending machines, and a really good security system. The number 2 boring business that we're gonna talk about is home service businesses. This is HVAC, this is plumbing, this is landscaping, this is roofing. Why this has such a high success rate is because People need these things, and sometimes they need it in an emergency. It's 100 degrees right now in the summer. If your AC goes out, you're not going to think how much it costs. You're going to call the AC person, HVAC company. They're gonna come over and they're gonna fix the AC, and you're gonna be so grateful because it's 100 degrees and it's hotter than hell in your house and you want to go to sleep at night. These are essential services with repeat emergency demand. That's why they are so profitable and so awesome. The customers pay for expertise and speed. I know a lot of us, especially us men, we want to do things ourselves. And if you're somebody like me who is not very handy, you get halfway into it and then you go, F it. I am done with this. I want somebody to come out who is a professional and fix it in 10 minutes. I will gladly pay the money. That is another reason why these businesses are so successful. Number 3 is you can build a long-term client base with home service businesses. These businesses, if you have great customer service and you do a good job and you communicate well, you can have a repeat customer for life. All right, now let's talk about how someone can learn this business. Now, my suggestion would be to go out and get a job with somebody who is already doing this as their business, whether it be plumbing, roofing, landscaping, whatever it is. Go work for someone who is doing that business first. And then if it requires a degree or it requires a certificate or a journeyman or anything like that, then go out and get it while you're working for the business owner. And then once you've learned the ropes, you can go out and start the business on your own. This one's not quite as easy as getting a bunch of commercial washers and some real estate and then throwing it in there and having a business. You actually have to know what you're doing, but at the end of the day, it still can be learned. It's fairly easy, it's fairly quick. And that would be my suggestion on how to learn this business the best. So what tools are needed to start a home service based business? Now, that depends on what home service business you are starting, but it definitely requires a few more specialized tools than some other businesses, right? You need pipes, you need wrenches, you need hammers, nails. It just depends on what you're starting, lawnmower, weed whacker, whatever it may be. Also, you're gonna need the proper certification in order to start these businesses too. Some of them, like landscaping, you can just go out, mow the lawn, the weeds, whatever you're doing, and just kind of rock and roll from there. But if you're gonna be a plumber or HVAC or roofer or anything like that, you are gonna need special insurance, sometimes special licenses, special certificates. So please, don't just go out and randomly start a roofing business or a plumbing business without knowing what tools you actually need and licenses and certificates before you go out and start this business. Boring business number 3 that can make you a millionaire is junk removal. Why does this business have such a high success rate? Simple. Everyone has junk. People are willing to pay for people to haul away that junk. Also, sometimes it's a necessity. Not everybody has a pickup truck or a trailer in order to haul away a bunch of junk if they're doing a remodel or something like that. So paying someone to come in with a dump truck or a specialized vehicle that they have in order to take the junk away is much cheaper and way more time efficient than going out and borrowing a trailer or borrowing a truck or buying that stuff in order to get that one-time job done. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is there's simple pricing, simple execution, and low barrier to entry. You do not need to be a genius or anything near it to start a junk business. Find a trailer, find a truck, get a dump truck if you have a little bit of money, start knocking doors and ask if people have junk that they want to remove. Some of them might say, sure, but it's all in the garage and I haven't put it in a pile yet. For an extra fee, be willing to go in the garage, put the junk from the garage into your truck and haul it away. They will be happy to pay more money to have you clean out their garage and you get paid double. It's a win-win. The last reason that this has such a high success rate is it's easy to start solo and you can really scale it with just a couple of employees. If you want to start this on your own, you could literally go out right now. If you had a truck or a trailer, knock on a neighborhood of doors and I guarantee you're gonna get one customer that says, yes, I have a bunch of weeds, I have a bunch of junk, I just remodeled my house and I wanna get these boxes out of here, whatever it may be, and you can earn money right away starting a junk removal service. How can someone learn this business? Super simple, the internet, YouTube. For example, on my podcast, I had Brian, who used to own 1-800.junk before he sold it, and he goes into depth multiple times on how he started the company, how he scaled the company, and what he did during slow times to get business. Start there by watching it on YouTube. The other thing that you could do is start by offering your services to family, friends, and even neighbors. I guarantee you there's somebody in your neighborhood that wants their junk removed right now. They're either procrastinating or they just don't know who to call in order for them to show up and remove their junk. If you knocked on their door and said, hey, I have a junk removal business and I'll do it for X amount of money, you got a first customer right there. So what tools are needed in order to start a junk removal company? You're gonna need a pickup truck, a trailer. You can either buy or rent this, and if you already have it, you're already one step ahead. You need some gloves, probably need a hammer or something like that to maybe dig up some stuff, a shovel, a few things like that. And then also you need to get your pricing under control. Find other local junk businesses, see what they're doing it for, and see what the dumping prices are in your city to make sure that you're actually making money from those prices and not just breaking even or losing every time you go to the dump. And then go out and start your business. Start knocking doors, posting flyers, cold calling, asking friends and family if they know somebody. You'll get somebody eventually. This is one of my favorite boring businesses that has a super high success rate if you work hard on it. I have argued with people online because I have said that you can start this business with as little as $50. The argument is people think that car detailing means that you have to have a shop and you have to have specialized tools and you have to have a special van and all this stuff. You don't. In order to start this business, you can literally go to Walmart, get a car detailing kit, go in your neighborhood, knock the doors, and surely somebody will be like, I want my vehicles washed. Heck, I need my vehicles detailed right now. One of my employees was telling me that he needed a little extra cash, and I'm like, yeah man, come on over and detail my cars because I know he details cars. He's gonna pick up an extra $400, $500, $600, however much he charges me, and there you go. It was that easy for him to get a $600 paycheck for doing 3 of my vehicles. It'll probably take him a day or a day and a half. And so, why is this business so successful? Because you can start it with literally nothing and you can get customers very easy. The one tip that I would give you to make sure that you remain successful after your first initial customers is please make sure you do a good job. One thing I would say is once you're done cleaning their vehicle, have them do a walkthrough with you there. Have them really inspect it. If they take 2 seconds to inspect it and go, yeah, that's great. Be like, sir, I want to earn your business again. Can you do a thorough inspection of every nook and cranny to make sure that you're happy? Then if they take a few minutes, let them take a few minutes and they'll be like, yeah, I'm happy. Be like, great. I'd love for you to leave a positive review. Set up your website, have it set up, and now you have a repeat customer. If that's your only customer, that's okay. Go knock doors, hand out flyers, do whatever you can. Ask them if they have any friends and family. Once you have a happy customer, that happy customer will turn into 4 more happy customers, and that will continue compounding until you have a thriving business. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, how can I learn this? Because I've never cleaned my own car and I've never detailed it. I have no idea what goes into that. Once again, YouTube is an amazing resource to watch other people detail people's cars. But the real way that I would do it is that I would practice on friends and family members. I would go up to my grandma, I'd go to my sister, my brother, whoever. Then I'd say, hey, can I detail your car for free? That way you can test out your skills and see if you're good at it or if you need a little bit of practice. The real proof is going to be if your neighbor, your friend, or your family member tells you if you did a good job. Look them straight in the eye and say, no bullcrap? Did I really do a good job or are you just bullcrapping with me? And be like, hey man, fine, I'll look, I'll check it out. Then you go in there and they really see, and you have to give honest feedback. You want honest feedback from them. Be like, look, I'm trying to start a business. I don't want to have you say I did a good job if I did a bad job. I really want the down low. If they say, hey, yeah, you did okay, ask them, how could I blow you away? To be like, well, it doesn't smell great in here. Add a tree. There's little things that will literally blow people away. So make sure you're using friends, family, neighbors, people who are close to you to start off. If you don't think your skills are very good, everyone starts somewhere, so don't be ashamed of that. And then you can build your skills from there. Then go knock doors, do the flyers, everything like that. What tools are needed to start a detailing business? Like I said, you can go to Walmart, you can buy a detailing kit, and those are the tools that you can use to start. When you start growing your business, if you want to have a van that has a generator in it, that has a water tank in it, that's a sprayer in it, those are all things that you can do to eventually get more high-end clients or wash bigger items like vans, trucks, semis, buses, things like that. But start small. Just go buy a detailing kit, get some friends and family members involved, make some quick cash, get their opinions, and then go out, and that's how you can start. That's really all you need to start a detailing business. And those are the 4 boring businesses that have a super high success rate. Look, I get the glam and the fanciness of starting the day trading and the drop shipping and everything, but they have a super low success rate. Yes, there are people who have succeeded in that and are making tons of money, but if you want to make money, and if you want to start a business with a high success rate, start one of these. I guarantee you're gonna start making money the first week. If you're still struggling with what you need to do in order to start your first business, head on over to myelevatedmindset.com to where you can download your free 7-step checklist. This is the free 7-step checklist that I use to start all of my businesses. And a few of them have made me many, many millions. If you already have a business, but you're wondering how you could scale, or if you're wondering if you could do anything different to make it better, I'd love to hop on a call with you and we can share ideas and see how you could scale it. Head on over to myelevatedmindset.com. Once again, click on the coaching tab, fill out a Google Sheet, and we can hop on a call, share emails, whatever you want to do. I'd be happy to help you. If this video gave you a ton of value, please like and subscribe. I'm looking to grow this business so I can help a ton of entrepreneurs start their first business, or if you already have one, scale your business to the moon. Let's go.